guys, it's Gabriella and welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video, I'm going to be doing an 18 things I've learned in 2018. It's really weird that I'm filming because I've not filmed on this channel in literally a while. It's been a hot minute. I haven't filmed since like the summertime. Yeah, so I was kind of going through this like little funk. So I'm finally back with a video. I thought it'd be really fun to like reflect on my 2018 year. Just because like even when making these videos for myself, like it's just nice to like look back on these. I don't know, corny stuff like that. But I'm actually filming on my iPhone, so the quality probably is not the greatest. I'm sorry. I packed my camera to come home and then I literally forgot my charger, so my battery's literally dead. I packed a charger but I packed the wrong charger, so love that for me. I didn't want to wait to film it because like it's New Year's Eve right now, so I kind of just want to film this now and then go into the new year like fresh, you know. Looking back on 2018, like when I think of 2018, like I'm like, wow, this year went by so fast. But then when I went and like looked at like pictures from like last New Year, I was like, wow, that feels like it was so long ago. You know what I mean? Like I feel like this has been a very fast year, but at the same time a very slow year, if that makes any sense. But saying that, this has been the most growth I have done in a year. I've grown so much has happened, and yeah, I just kind of reflect on that because I've learned a lot about myself in a good way, in a positive way. Without further ado, I'm gonna get right into the video because I don't want this video to be too long because 18 things can drag on. So let's get into the video. The first thing would have to be my love for photography and videography. I always knew that I had like a love for these two things, but I never like pursued it. I always like wanted a camera when I was younger. This year I actually started this YouTube channel like a year ago actually. I think I made it in December. So this whole year I've been like realizing, wow, I really love making videos. I love the editing process. I love taking photos. I love being the model for photos. It's a good creative outlet for me because I remember being like, before I did this, I was like, what's my hobby? I have friends who are really good at art. I have friends that are really good at like music. I have friends that are really good at creative writing and stuff like this, and I'm like, what am I good at? What is my hobby? I've had hobbies come and go, but I'd never had something that I was like really passionate about and really like stuck with me. I finally found something that I really am passionate about, and I just ordered myself a new camera that's coming, so I'm really excited about that because then I'll be taking more photos. I think the camera that I ordered is more for like photography because the one I have now is more for videos. I love modeling for shoots, but I also like taking photos for shoots, so I ordered my own camera so me and Snow and like Kim can do our like own photo shoots. Just because I hate relying on people, I just like having my own schedule and like doing things when I want to do them, because sometimes I'm just like, I really want to do a shoot right now, and obviously you can't just be like, hey, like you gotta take my photo right now, you know what I mean? So I just got my own photo so I can start doing things on my own schedule. And also it's like it'll be a good camera for sit down videos, like it'll be good video quality for that. But anyways, I'm just ranting now. But yeah, I've learned that I love doing YouTube and videography and photography and all that stuff. Number 2 is not worth bringing people into your life that bring anything but positive energy. There's a huge thing that I've learned, especially when you go to school. You really realize who's like good for you and who isn't good for you, and just people you've outgrown. And you know, it sucks sometimes. Like I had to cut off friendships that were really good friendships, and like, you know, it was sad to let them go, and we like were friends for years or whatever. You should have people in your life that support you and uplift you and give you positive energy. You shouldn't have people that like stress you out, make you sad, like you're always like constantly worried about like carrying the relationship. Like that's not how it works. Like, a relationship is a two-sided thing, and if it's not being two-sided and someone's doing all the work and one person's not doing any of the work, that's not a healthy relationship, and you need to cut it off. That's what I realized. So, you know, growing to school, I've let a lot of people into my life, and I also let go of a lot of people that I thought would be friends for life. It sucks, but people grow, and sometimes you just don't grow together, so it's life. Number 3, some people are only meant to be in your life temporarily to teach you a life lesson. And yeah, this like sucks too, because it's just like, for me anyways, like when I bring people into my life and care for you and I have love for you, you know, like I see a future obviously, but like some people aren't meant to be in your life. People are brought into your life for a reason, and for me this year I've realized that like they're brought into my life to teach me more about myself and to help me with my personal growth. I've had people come in, and after they left, I'm like, wow, okay, like now I really know what kind of people I want to bring into my life, what I look for in a person and stuff like that. Yeah, it sucks when, you know, people leave your life, but once you like look back on it and you like learn to grow from it, it's so much more beneficial. So that's a big thing I've like done this year, is trying to like look at the positive things of having temporary people in your life, just seeing the positive outlook on it. And it's so much better than to look at all the negative sides of it. Number 4, being on my own is the best thing I could have done for myself. I do not regret a single thing about moving away from home. And I love home, don't get me wrong, like I love visiting home, I love coming home, but going away was the best thing I could have done for myself, because so much more confident and so much more independent now. I am very confident to be living on my own, to support myself. This is the 2nd year now that I've been supporting myself on my own and working hard for what I want. And it's crazy. Like, I'm 19 and I live with my best friend. I work hard in the summertime so I can support myself throughout my schooling, and it's really like you really grow from it. Like, I know I keep saying that for every point, like you grow from it, but like you have the chance to go away from home and just be on your own. Like, just do it. It's like the best thing I've done for myself. I went by myself. I didn't go with friends. I didn't go with family. Like, obviously my mom helped me move down, and like my mom stayed with me for a bit, but I went on my own, not knowing a single person there. I moved in with like all students. I had no idea who they were, and it was scary, don't get me wrong, it's a really scary experience, but I would never change it for the world. Number 5 is work hard for the goals that you want, even when like if you feel like it's impossible to reach these goals. Past few years, a big goal of mine has been like my fitness goal of like going to the gym, eating healthy, toning up my body, and all these things. And I came through like an obstacle, especially this year. I was determined to train 5 days a week, to meal prep and all this stuff, and I did it, and I had no results. It was really hard for me. I was like, how am I going to the gym 5 days a week? I'm training for, like, I'm doing weight training, I'm doing cardio, I'm doing everything I can to like try to reach this goal, and it's not working. Like, I don't get why it's not working. And I just have to be like, hey, what is my body trying to tell me? Like, something isn't right with my body, and I have to be patient with my body and figure out, you know, what's keeping me from reaching my goal. And it was a long journey. Like, I had to go through all these things to figure out why I couldn't lose weight or why I couldn't tone my body up. I had to like go talk to my doctor and like talk to like dietitians and all this stuff, and it was like a big long process, and it was very frustrating, but finally I figured it out. It was my birth control which is like a whole new thing, but basically like I've been on the birth control shot since I was 15 years old, and wow, that shot really like messes with a girl. So I ended up coming up off the shot, and literally 2 weeks after being off the shot I like lost like 7 pounds, and I was like, wow. So basically, like, being on the shot and going to the gym all the time, I was like maintaining my weight, because a big side effect of the Depo-Provera shot is like you gain weight from it. And so I was just like maintaining my weight, and I wasn't losing anything. I was just literally staying where I was, and it was very frustrating. And there was like a lot more side effects that I realized coming off the shot. I might just make it like I don't know, I might make a video on it, because like a lot of girls go through a lot of things for like birth control and all that kind of stuff, and like it's very interesting, so I might make a video on it. But that's a whole new thing. So yeah, I had to like realize that yes, I have goals in life, but they might not be easy to reach, and that's okay. Like, sometimes you just have to put in that extra work to get what you want. Now in 2019, now that I'm fixing my body, I can be out here and reaching my health goal. Number 6, it's okay if you don't know what you want to do with your future. This was a hard thing for me, because I am the kind of person that has like a life schedule. I'm like, okay, I want to get married when I'm this age, I want to have kids when I'm this age, I want to meet someone I'm this age. Like, I just have a life schedule, and it's so hard for me to just let things happen naturally. A big thing for me was like, hey, what am I doing with my future? Like, thinking about it, I'm just like, whoa, that's really stressful. Like, do I want to be a teacher? Do I want to be a psychologist? What do I want to be? So a big thing for me, and it's more towards the end of this year, because don't get me wrong, like, I've been stressed about what I want to do for a while now, but I'm just like, you're still in your undergrad. It's a very general, like it's 4 years. Finish out your undergrad and then just like, go from there and just decide what you want to do. Like, I'm 19 years old. I don't have to rush in to having a full-time job and like settling down right now. Like, I'm still young. I'm still like living my life. So I'm like, hey, you know what? Just chill. Let's just like take this step by step. So that was a big thing I had to realize, was that I don't need to know what I want to do with my future at this very instance, at this very moment. I can just let it happen. Number 7 is, I found this year that astrology is very interesting. Before I met Kim and Snow, I had no like prior knowledge on astrology. All I knew was that I was a Leo. That's all I knew. I didn't know about anything else. I didn't know about my birth chart or any of that. And then I met Snow, and then she like was really into it, and so she kind of got me into it. And then I met Kim, and she's really into it too. So like the two of them together, I'm just kind of like forced to like it. Not forced, but like I was just like, it's like they talk about it all the time. So I was like, oh, like this is kind of cool. I started like getting into it, and I was like, oh my god, I'm such a Leo. Like I'm such a Leo. Birth charts, I think, like are a thing, and it's crazy. Thanks for Kim and Snow for getting me to that, because I think it's just really interesting now. Number 8, music is everything. And I've always loved music, don't get me wrong, but this year I've really expanded my like music taste, if you want to put it that way. Because basically when I was like in high school, I was very picky with what I listened to. I went through like phases. Oh, I only listen to Bob Marley, and I'll go through a phase where I only listen to like hip hop, and I'll go through a phase where I only listen to like the hits list. Like very not, you know. But this year I've really like opened my horizons and like listened to like a lot of music. I'm just like, hey, what touches me? Like what inspires me? What makes me feel like different emotions? Like, wow, like music is so crazy, and like it just may make you feel like a million different things. My music taste has gotten a lot better than it used to be. I will say that. I'm really into R&B right now. So that's like basically what I've been listening to a lot of right now. If I could just like sit in my bedroom and just make playlists and find new music all day, like I would, and I do it sometimes. Like I love it. It's so like comforting, and like when you find new songs, it's such a good feeling. It's just like, whoa, like I like fuck with this. Number 9 is listen to your gut. I know everyone says this, but it's so true. Like if something is telling you like you need to do this or you need to not do this, listen to it. Like for me, a big thing was like, I've always been like, I want to do like YouTube, but like I don't know, I'm scared about this, I'm scared about this, I'm scared what people are going to think, blah, 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 blah. And then now that I've actually done it, it's just like, why did I do this a while ago? Who cares what people think? Who cares what, like, it's about you. And sometimes you have to be selfish and make like decisions on your own and about you, and sometimes it's not going to please everyone, but that's not what it's about. Like you make yourself happy and listen to your gut. And also that means sometimes you have to listen to your gut when you're in situations that aren't the greatest. Like if something's telling you this is kind of weird, I don't know, that something is off about this situation, or something's off about this person, listen to yourself, because you're more than likely right, and you're more likely, if you don't listen, you will get yourself in a messed up situation, a fucked up situation, and it will not be cute. So just listen to your gut. That's a big thing I've learned this year, because I've learned the hard way, and we're not doing that again in 2019. We're not doing that again. Number 10 kind of goes with number 9, but if you know something isn't right and isn't good for you, don't do it, no matter how freaking good it seems, because it will not end well. That's a big thing I've learned. Oh my gosh, because sometimes you come across things and you're just like, yeah, you know what, I know this isn't good for me, but you know, it's kind of fun, you know, like it could be fun temporarily. I could have fun with this for a little bit, and then like it's fine, like it's not that big of a deal. And then you end up doing it, and then karma's a bitch, and you get hit because you knew you weren't supposed to be doing it, and then oops, you are hurt now because you couldn't listen to yourself, and now you have to face the repercussions. So if you know something is not right, just don't freaking do it. Sometimes you're dumb and you do dumb things, just like I did. You learn the hard way. Sometimes you really do. But again, we're not doing that in 2019. We're not doing that in 2019. Number 11. For someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, it's important for me to realize what's not worth dwelling on and what's worth my time and what's worth solving, because I'm the type of person that like I feel emotions really hard. Like if I love you, I love you. If I'm not impressed with you, I'm really not impressed with you. I'm not really good at like concealing these feelings. Like if I'm feeling something, like you'll know I'm feeling that way. But it's also taught me like sometimes like some things aren't worth it. You'll go through things and you're just like, wow, that really sucks. Like why is this happening in my life? But at the same time, like 10 years down the road, you're really not even gonna remember that this even happened. Like it's really not gonna be that big of a deal. It's not gonna matter. You just gotta have to let it go. That's all you can do. Number 12, routine is important, and it's not important for everyone. It's important for me, because when I broke this routine this past 2 months when I was in like my funk, I spiraled. I was sleeping. I wasn't going to bed till like 4 a.m. I was sleeping until 2 o'clock. I wasn't going to the gym anymore. I wasn't on my good like healthy like eating. My routine was messed up. I wasn't going to classes. It was not good. And I've realized that routine is so important for me, and it's what helps me like function. I have to set my priorities straight and just make sure that like I'm abiding by these priorities, because if I don't, then like I just get messed up and I just start freaking out. I'm just like, I'm in this funk. I'm not happy. Like why am I doing this? And then if it comes a continuous cycle, then you'll pick up bad habits. Or that's what I did anyways. So yeah, that was a big thing that I had to like realize, is that routines for me are very important. Number 13 is wait for the good things to come to your life. Don't look for them. And that's another thing. I kind of already like touched base on this, is that like I have my life schedule, and like so sometimes I'm just like, hey, well, like I want to do this, so let me go out and look for it. You're really like looking for something, and then you'll like find one thing that's like, oh, that could probably be like what I'm looking for, but then you'll be steered the wrong direction because like you're looking so hard. Where it's just like, let it happen naturally. Like don't worry about it, because that's when good things will come your way. And that is easier said than done, but it's honestly it's true. Number 14, not everything looks like it does online. I feel like a lot of people are so consumed. They're like, wow, like they're having this amazing life. They look happy all the time. Like I wish my life was like that. And it's just like, you don't know what's going on behind the camera, or behind the photos, behind like the videos. Like you really don't know. Like someone can be like struggling so hard, but they post a 10-second video on Snapchat of this big party that they're at, and they seem like they're living their best life, but you have no clue what's going on at home. You have no clue what's going on in their personal life. So I think it's really like easy for people to get wrapped up in like, wow, like I wish I had what they had. I wish like my life was with their life. You only see the highlights in people's lives, and remember that, and it's just not worth it. Number 15, don't be scared to stand your ground, even if you feel like it might hurt someone's feelings. And this is like a big thing that I had to overcome, because I'm the type of person that I hate hurting people's feelings. I suck at saying no. Like I suck at saying no. This is a big flaw of mine, because I get myself like wrapped into situations because I can't like walk away from it and just be like, no, like I don't want to do that. I've grown a lot. Like I have learned to say no. But I'm still working on that. It's like a still like a goal and a resolution of mine in 2019, because I want to be like more certain and be like, no. Like sometimes I'll just do it in like a more nice way, which there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes you do have to be like really stand your ground and really like put your foot down, and that's a resolution of mine. But we're working towards there. Number 16 is travel. If you have the opportunity to travel, do it. And I hate when people say that they can't travel because they don't have money and they don't have time, blah blah blah. If you want to travel, like you can make it work. Like there's no excuse not to. Save extra money or work a little extra harder to put that money towards like a nice trip you can go to. It doesn't have to be an extravagant like going to Italy type trip. It could be just going to like Cuba or Mexico or something like that. That's like not as expensive. Or going on like a road trip with your girlfriends. It doesn't have to be this extravagant 5-star like vacation. I'm just saying, like, if you love traveling and you love new adventures and new opportunities, there's no reason why you can't be doing it. And you really do learn a lot from yourself when you travel. Like you learn so much, not about yourself, but also like what's out there in the world, what's out there to offer. So it's really like a good like growing opportunity, and like a lot of people miss out on that because they make excuses not to go, and there's no excuse. Number 17 is that heartbreak sucks, but it's what you learn from it that really counts. No one likes heartbreak. No one likes heartbreak. It literally is one of the worst pains ever to like go through, like emotionally. But like, man, you like learn so much when you go through a heartbreak. This heartbreak is a relationship with a partner, or a relationship with a friendship, or like a family member, something like that. There's a reason why you're going through this heartbreak, and there's a reason why it's not working out. And if you can learn from it and you can grow from it, then you'll end up just coming out stronger. And I know that sounds cliche, but it's so true. And my last one, number 18, which is more relevant in my life at the end of this year than it was at the beginning of this year, which is to have faith. Like, God has his plan for me, and I just have to trust he has the best plan for me, and like I just have to like let him do his work, because I kind of fell off like my faith journey, and I wasn't taking it that seriously. And then me and Snow found a church, and now we're going to church together, and I love it. It's like, it's a good feeling to like feel like you belong at a church, and like you're back on like track with your faith. So obviously in 2019 I have a lot more goals I have for my faith, because I'm just getting back into it. That was a big thing for me to overcome, because like me and Snow were just like, oh, like, well, we go clubbing, we go drinking, like we do this, we do this, we do this. That's not really like Christian of us to do that, so like why should we go to church? Because then we'll just feel guilty when we go to church. But it's just like, you shouldn't have that negative mindset. There's no reason to have that. Like, you can go out and have fun. Like, I'm still young and not a huge like strict Christian. I live my life, and like I have fun, and but I still like respect my religion. I'm excited because me and Snow are gonna like start making like videos on like our outlook on religion and faith and stuff like that, and our faith journey personally. So I'm really excited to make those videos. Those are coming in 2019, because I feel like a lot of people like just need those, you know what I mean? Like, just like some laid back videos about like religion, and that like, because I feel like a lot of people are like out, like I know a lot of people that have like a faith base, but they're too scared to talk about it or like pursue it, especially when they're in like post-secondary, because they want to live their best life. Not everyone's perfect. Not everyone's a perfect Christian. I finally gone through my whole list, so I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It's kind of like, I don't know, just like a personal like growth, just like reflecting on like how I've grown throughout the year, and maybe you guys can like relate to like a lot of, because a lot of these points that I made are pretty general. Like, they're not just like focused on like what I've done. I'm sure a lot of you like have grown in maybe a lot of the same ways. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and all my social medias will be in the description box below if you want to check those out. Also, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because that means a lot to me. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys maybe took something from this video, and I'm excited for 2019. I have a good feeling about 2019. I don't know why. I feel like everyone says that, but I actually have like, and I never really say that about like, I'm not really huge into like the New Year's resolutions or anything like that, but I just have such a good feeling about 2019. Like, it's gonna be my year, and I'm gonna make it my year. So alright, so with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.